Hey everybody, Psychosaurus is here. Welcome back to Age of Empires Online. And today we got some changes. And if you're wondering why are we in a quest, well, that's important because the first change is actually part of the quest. So let's get into it. So changelog balance changes. Greeks unit lineup changed for city defense and city conquest quests. Old lineup Spearman, Toxotes, little mistypo here. Sarisophoroi, Mercenary Healer and Defender. New lineup, Hippaspist, Peltast, Prodromos, Healer and Defender. So yes, if we go back into the game, as you can see, we are in the City Conquest. As you can see, we have Hippaspist, Peltast and Prodromos available here, as well as the starting units. So this is one big change, since it matters. So from the old lineup, I would say the most important unit for Greeks would be the Toxotai, because obviously a very powerful unit. So that's gone. Other than that, it's like Spearman, Sarisophoroi, both of them pretty okay, but I think the Toxotes was the most important one because it had the biggest damage. Now, why I think this is actually a good change, because if we take a look at any other, and I'm telling you any other save, you will notice that all of them use the infantry, ranged and cavalry unit. That's the same here, but the difference was because Greeks were using Sarisophoroi, they had no melee cavalry damage available to them. There was no melee cavalry damage because Sarisophoroi deals piercing damage. So I think this is a very good change because it makes it more consistent with the other civs as well. And like having extra pierce damage, sure, there could be some advantage to it. For example, Sarisophoroi would be better at dealing with enemy spearmen, for example, but it would make them worse against the hero. For example, if in City Conquest it would be worse against Vemunder, because Vemunder has zero cavalry armor, but it has pretty good pierce armor, so the pierce damage would be worse against him. Beorix is a little bit different situation because I believe he has all three armor types, so it's not like that bad, that important for him, but against Vemunder it is very important. So yeah, this is more consistent now. But what I have to say, I kind of dislike this in one situation. That is because we have the Hippaspists available now. And if you know, I'm a big hater of one of those Greek H3 advisors, namely Tisamenos, because he's very strong. And this is why I kind of don't like this change, because Tisamenos exists. So this change makes me more convinced that we should nerf the goddamn advisor. And I'm telling you, I'll keep repeating it, that advisor is too strong. Like, seriously, 30% health, 30% pierce armor, it's too much. So, that's one thing. Peltasts are, I would say, okay, because you could compare them to, like, slingers, just slightly better, so I'm not against Peltasts that much. Prodromos, one issue I have with Prodromos, their base health is lower than your typical cavalry unit. If you compare their health to, let's say, Celtic Horsemen, it's definitely a lot lower. But it offers pretty good damage as well as a nice speed, so it's not that bad. So it's definitely gonna be useful against Vemunder. But yeah, my greatest criticism about this is the Hippaspis, because we have Tisamenos. Nerf that advisor, goddammit, already. I just hate it. Okay, moving on. So, quest updates. New mini quest line now available in Tarsos. Speak to the trader in Tarsos. Yes, there's a new quest line. This is gonna be important. I haven't played it, but yes, you can probably look forward to me playing the quest soon enough. I'll see about it when it's gonna happen. It's gonna be important because there is another change that's part of this as well. Legendary visiting term made server balance adjustments. Don't know. We'll see, maybe. Art updates. Made adjustments and improvements to the Roman lookout post capital city decoration building. I have no idea about this. Made adjustments and improvements to the Egyptian flower garden capital city decoration building. Don't know what it means. Circular vanity gear showcases now have a rotating animation, and this is actually very interesting one. So let's get back into the game. And yes, we're gonna just straight up go to the Vanity Island so you can see it for yourself. So if you've been ever to Vanity Island, you know there are like these two kinds of showcases. You have the like straight up display, it's just a line, right? Everything's displayed on it. So for example, if I go up here, this is like the what I mean. So you have like the weapons here, you have the statues which represent units and what it looks like on them, like some basic stuff. Okay, so we have these showcased weapons. You need to like know where everything is. So for example, this is the spear or javelin. It's both use the same model. This is the staff. One shield, second shield. That's because melee and ranged units can use different ones. You have the helmets, and then the swords and axes. Now there's also these round ones, and as you can see, they are now rotating, which is the nice change that happened. It's pretty slow. Before that, it would be just stationary, and so you would have to rotate the map. So now with this change, I would say it's very nice because now, hey, it's rotating, so you can like see all those weapons and stuff without rotating, and you can see it's like displayed on the different segments. Then you have the helmets here, and before that you had to rotate. You can still rotate if you don't want to wait, but as it keeps moving, you'll sometimes have to rotate again. So a little bit annoying, but at the same time, I think it's a nice change because now you can like. You don't have to rotate anymore. So there's that. Very nice change. I think it's okay. It's not a big deal, but it's nice to have it. Let's be honest. Okay, moving on. Bug fixes. Updated several vanity sets to display the correct helmets on some units. This is something I've noticed, that for some vanity sets it would be like, hey, or I should explain it. Vanity have 3 different helmets. One is used for melee units, one is used for ranged units, and one is used for priest units. I don't know exactly how exactly it's like spread among like villagers, different units like Psychosaurus. Although for Psychosaurus it should be the ranged helmet, because from what I saw it's using mainly the ranged helmets, but in case of Psychosaurus using the winter and ice vanities, it would be using the melee vanities, which of course it does not look good because you would expect a range, because the other vanities are using the ranged helmet. So why suddenly this one? And similar thing I would see on, let's say, Egyptian Slinger. I think it was it? I think it was Egyptian Slinger, but what I saw as well were like the Babylonian ranged units using the Heroic Persian vanity, where they would be using the priest helmet instead of the ranged helmet. So just so you know what this is supposed to be about. So that should be fixed, hopefully. Most of them, who knows. If you notice, make sure to report. Fixed an issue where the Babylonian Royal Guard used a Celtic shield model when using certain gear items. Traitors. Oh boy, yeah, I saw this reported. Don't ask me. It looked like some rare shield was using the Celtic model, whatever. That shouldn't be happening, so that should be fixed. Fixed an issue where some items from the Heroic Spartan Vanity set did not show the correct visuals. This is something I've noticed with javelins for Takabaras and Peltast. They actually looked like the javelins from the Kartak set. So now they should be looking properly, hopefully. Didn't check that, but hopefully it looks cool. Fixed an issue where the champion mode and repeatable version of the quest Liberating Fire Oasis showed incorrect objective text. I think that's because the text was showing elite ships destroyed. And of course in repeatable and champion mode there shouldn't be like condition to do elite. Like in repeatable you could probably see is some elite units, but like you probably don't want to destroy that many elite units when there's a limited number of them. So that would not be correct. And in champion mode, there are none. So that should be... It was just a text, okay, no, nothing else. So that should be fixed. Other updates. Spartan Warrior Vanity set now available in Sparta, sold for Sparta points. So we can check this out. So for this one, if we go really fast to Sparta, unfortunately there's no showcase for this set. As you can see, we have the Heroic Spartan, we have the Gallic and the Hades, but those are not there. So if we take a look, yes, we have the 3 new vanity items here. So warrior weapon, helm, and shield. I think it was on Discord that PF2K posted a screen from the game showcasing some of those units using the vanity. So you could check it out there if you want to. But yes, these are very expensive, as you can see. If we compare them to the others, like Gallics were for 30 each, Spartan were for 45, Hades were for 60 each, and these are like triple of the Hades. Even the helm is more expensive, like 200 instead of like 180. So these are very expensive if you want to get those. And I'll say these actually look nice from the screens I've seen. From those screenshots, so I feel like these are very nice vanities. So if you want to get them, yes, you don't have to play PvP necessarily, but PvP is an option. You can go play the champion mode quest. Remember, champion mode quests now also give the Spartan points, so if you want them, they're available to you as well. So you want to see some nice vanity, champion mode quests are available to you. Okay, so there's that. 4 new legendary scout special added to the game. So the scout special items, you know how you have the lookout, the set sash, and the protector's helm, is it called? Whatever. So we have now 4 new legendary ones, and not long ago there were added also the epic versions. So now we have the legendary versions as well of these items. So this item is available as part of the new mini quest line in Tarzel's Lightning Build Watch Post. So yeah, as I was mentioning, the new mini games or mini quest line. So if you play those, you finish those, you'll get this new legendary item for your scouts, Lightning Build Watch Post. Now this is the one for building watch posts very fast. It gives like huge boost to the construction speed for the scout, and I personally am not a huge fan of this because I feel like if you want to build so many watch posts, you need to use Leukon, and for Leukon I'm like, it's like advisor I use once just to scout and that's it. But like, I don't think, well, he buffs scouts still, so it should be fine, but like, I don't see a reason to pick Leukon that much, and to be honest, I don't even see a reason to build that many watch posts early. Unless someone mentioned it, like building walls of watch posts, which I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I've never built these kind of walls, so I don't know. Okay, maybe someone might like it. I'm not a fan because I just feel like I don't need that many watch posts. The only save where I can see this being useful are the Norse, because with the range scout you can build the not watch posts but outposts, and so you can produce a lot of dogs early. So I can see it being useful there, but not on the melee scout. Melee scout being able to build the barracks, this item actually does not affect the build speed of barracks. So for the melee scout it does not work. So I can see this on the range scout, not the melee scout. Okay. Yeah, only Norse I can see this being very useful. Otherwise, I don't really care about this item. But maybe, hey, you'll find some usage for it. It's up to you. Okay, these items have been added to the loot tables. So Anubis's blackened bandages, that's the health regen, legendary version. Puma horseshoes, so that's movement speed, and bolstered nooseball, that's damage. So yeah, just like we got the epic scout specials, now we got the legendary ones, or new scout special legendary ones. So yeah, if you want to use them now, you have the legendary versions, you can get them. So it's not only like, you know, lookouts or set sesh. Although I still feel like you want set sesh over the bandages and the shoes, because obviously it offers both of those stats. Although weakened, it still offers both of those stats, and still in good value. So I would say if you have the summer scout special, go with that because it's very good. You can obviously switch it with the noose pole. That's an option. I think the noose pole can be interesting, especially if you're killing huntables. It's gonna be very nice. For the watch post, like I said, North Scouts, the ranged one. So that's my opinion. But yeah, definitely nice to have some alternatives than just the line of sight and health. So definitely good change in my opinion. Especially when the only alternatives would be like level 27 rare items. So yeah, definitely great changes for the scouts, if you ask me. Reinforced noose pole stats updated for better consistency with the rare version of the item. So that's the epic version, and this one I kind of disliked what happened actually. So you know, you had the rare version which was up to level 27, and after that, since level 28, you could get the epic version up to level 40. At level 40 you also can get the legendary one now. But yeah, with the epic one, and I believe this was up to level 34 of the item, the value for damage was actually worse than the level 27 rare one, which I disliked a lot, because if I had the option to get, I would choose the rare one at level 27, and then up to level 34 I would have like good time, and like I don't need any other noose pole up to the point, because what's the point if the rare one is just better? And it doesn't make sense. Like, you have better rarity, you have higher level, why is it worse? So that was my issue. I saw that and I was like, man, who the hell made this? And to be honest, I feel like if we go a little bit higher with the damage for a scout, it does not hurt that much, because scout is like one single unit that you get once. If it dies, it's dead. And like, scout having like what, 300% damage, it's a huge value, right? But you have to realize the scout does not do that much damage, unless we're talking about huntables, of course. But doesn't matter if it's like plus 200 or plus 300. I don't think so. It's not that huge difference. So if you ask me, hey, it needed some change because it looked really bad. And that's that. So that's all the changes. Definitely there are some nice ones. There are some like okay changes. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. Should we revisit the city conquest with Greeks now, because we have the new unit roster? I'll be honest, I don't think I should do that, because now with the units there, it just feels like similar to Celts. If you watch the Celts, hey, you can do the Greeks pretty much. It's gonna be the same thing, so I don't really worry about that. Other than that, yeah, new mini quest. You want the scout items, you have some alternatives, that's nice. New vanity, that's important. New vanity, that's pretty cool, because I feel like it's been a long time since the last new vanity, if I remember. It's been a long time, so I'm definitely glad. And I'll say, I saw the screenshots and like, those items look very nice. So if you want to get them, yeah, definitely make sure to check them out on the Discord, because there were some posts. Or if you wanna, you can go to the offline mode and you can play there with a little bit and try to find the items there. I think it should be, you should be able to do it in the scenario editor. But yeah, nice changes. So tell me what you think. Make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe. This was Psychosaurus. I'll see you next time. Bye.